So this is the week before I left right here. This is, we were rained out that Monday of this particular week. We moved back out from along the big creek back there up here to get back on something that we could run on, or we could have a good week again, or at least try to. It was, the road was okay. It was a little bit wet. We ended up getting some more rain during the week, and so we came back. This would have been Tuesday. This is the first day we were sitting back here, and you kind of see what we've cut right here. Chad on the 635. We ran right here all week. We ended up coming in there all the way through Friday. We didn't like but a few loads on Friday, hitting 100 for the week. And so we came back on that Saturday and wrapped up, went over 100 loads. And then, of course, Jill and I were going to Moultrie the whole next week. Got an incredible amount of rain the very next week, and made it very difficult on Kevin and Derek and them. I think at the by Thursday or Friday, I talked to him. They were at 80 loads. They were going to try to hit the 100 on that Saturday. And so I hadn't talked to them since yesterday, Saturday, this morning, Sunday morning, doing this voiceover right here. So I don't know if they made the 100 loads or not. If they did, I think that would be 6 weeks straight in a row that they had made the 100 loads. We're flying over. You can see Derek right here coming in the screen right here. All this wood is gone now. You'll be able to see it in another clip here in just a second. What it looks like. But tomorrow, which will be Monday, they're calling for severe rain to come in here. So I'm not sure what that's gonna, how that's gonna affect us down in there. If it rains that much, I doubt we'll be working Monday. But we'll see what it ends up doing. Here it's either, they can say it's gonna rain and be bad and things like that, and you may not get anything. You may only get about 1/4 of an inch. And they may say it's going to be not so bad, or you're not going to get anything, and you may get, 3 or 4 inches of rain. But it'll be cool here in just a little bit when I turn the drone around and you can see in just 2 days, because this flew on Tuesday, and then I flew it again on that Wednesday, and you'll see the difference in the amount of wood that we cut right here. So just sit here and watch Derek for just a little bit. The job hadn't been bad. We like being on the flat ground. It's been pretty nice. A good change of pace for us. You can see Chad coming up in the screen. I do know that the 635 is down. Right now it went down at the end of the week. Had some kind of electrical problems on it, and it's got it completely shut down. And so I don't know if they got it going Friday or not. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've been kind of out of the loop here, so I really don't even know where they're sitting at on the track right now. But I'll kind of get the lowdown on it probably later on today once everybody gets up, gets stirring, and all that stuff, probably this afternoon, and just kind of see what's going on and all that. But you see Chad grabbing that drag of wood right there, bringing it on out. Now we're going to kind of fly back to the north now, and like I said a while ago, all this wood here is basically gone in the next clip, with the exception of just a little bit. This is where we first started at right here that you can see coming in the screen right now. This, and then if you'll look over that line of trees, you'll see that other brown bare spot. That was actually where we very first started at. So we're still to where we can finish the job. We got 2 weeks left right now. Just depending on what the rain does or road, how bad that affects us, because the only thing that should be left is what's left of what was left on the 40 back there, and we ought to be done cut. Not quite half of it, but bumping pretty close to half of that 40. You can see this, we cut all this in one day right here, and you can see where it's kind of green, like all that was cut in one day. And then you can see where it's brown right there. We cut that before we hopped back there to the 40. You can see the 40 coming into view. You see that next cut back there. So we've cut, like I said, not quite half of that 40 back there. And you can see the line of the rim of the pine tree standing. You look over the left, you can see it's hardwood over there. You can tell the difference between the timber. You can see the evergreen looking stuff here that we're coming into view right here. You can see the road where it comes in right there to the right there. That's the trim out spot. And then you see the loading spot. So I'm flying directly over what we got to cut and what's to the right there that we got to cut. And this is the loading deck that we were using coming into view right now that you can see right there. All of this was standing late. Got a lot of wood stacked right there. There's a bunch of loads standing right there. So this is turning around, flying back to the north. What I just flew over. Flying back toward the loader and that wall of trees. All right, and then in just a second, you're going to see it flip. And you'll see the very next day. You'll be able to tell on the next day with the sun shining and all of that. You can see all the water standing right there. It's just amazing that we got that much rain that quick. Normally it don't do exactly like that. All right, here's the next day. You can see the amount of what's just left, what's cut, and then all this is gone now. Straight ahead, those two patches right there, Derek working on them, and then what's on the left across the road, they hopped over there to knock that out this week. That's what was cut this week, was what's on the left across the road over there. So I've got some more video. I got to look at it that I actually shot from the ground. I may put it behind this, and because it was when it was so wet and we were dealing with all of that, having to deal with trucks. But we had a time with some trucks trying to get them out of there while we were cutting on it. But the drone does such a good job looking at this stuff. So y'all just hang tight just a little bit longer. I'm just going to sit here and eat lunch and watch it rain. We did not need this today. Nuts. Wasn't supposed to rain tomorrow. Boy, today has been something freaking else. You hear that truck? He got her caught, boy. Look at that front rim. See that front rim filled slab up. You see that skidder tire? That's off the 630 over there. We have Phillip out today. Let me jump in my truck here. Let me get going here. See if I can get out of here. So we had Phillip out here today, and within the first hour of him running, he put a skidder grapple tongue through one of those 35.5 73-inch tall tires. I think those tires are probably about $4,000 a piece right now. Look at that ditch, that hole right there where they... Ruined that tire, sliced it right through the cleat too, I mean. And so we were planning on capitalizing, having Philip out here today to help skid and doing some other stuff, and then that happened. Right, I'm talking about right off the bat. It was so loud when the tone went through it. I heard it over my machine. Kevin to ask him on the radio, said, did you just put that grapple tone in that tire? And Philip said, yes, sir. Kevin told him, said, hurry up and get it to the side road before it goes flat. I thought to myself, it's sitting on the rim right now, Kevin. All the air when you heard it, all the air came out of it that quick. We've never ruined a tire, to my knowledge, with a tone till today. If we have, I can't remember. But there's been a lot of those high dollar tires ruined like that. So anyhow, then we get going, then it starts raining. You can't work in here in the rain. I had a guy say something smart in the comments the other day about, man, we swamp log, we log. We even when it's raining or something, we log. I'm gonna tell you something, it's a different ball game here where we're at. Some of these places, like this one right here, we've had trucks stuck in the ditch, about turned over, everything today. It has been one of them days. I did load 28 loads. I did do that. So now, I'm headed to the house, see if it rained over there, because I've got a date with a disc this afternoon. If it didn't, and gonna do some disking at some property right there by the house, and where the old guy can get it seeded out and all that. So we'll see in just a little bit here. But luckily we was able to get a brand new tire right quick this afternoon and got it put on. And I didn't get to film none of it because I can't hold a camera and load 28 loads by 3:30 in the day at the same time. So that's the reason why you didn't get no video of it, because that tire truck there is bad to the bone. You don't even touch the tire. You just reach out with a big claw, grab it, snatch the tire off, grab a new tire, shove it on there with the big claw, throw the air to it, and you're done. So it's amazing though, the logging. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it kills me that how you can be in knee-deep powder dust, and in the snap of your fingers, you're in knee-deep mud. There's never no in freaking between. It's just like from one to the other. And it, you know, I don't know. If you want an endless adventure that costs a lot of money, start logging. Please, by all means, start logging. So I think there's 14 of them geese down there. Maybe one more come up from over there to the other pond over there. I'm not sure. I can't stand them things, man. As long as they stay down there and they don't be dropping no geese bombs up here on my concrete, I'm good. They start coming up here and dropping geese bombs on my concrete, we got problems then. So, the skidder tires, man, it is very, very easy to do that. Grab one of them tires with a grapple tone and it'll go slap through it. And that was the first time that we've ever ruined a tire with a skidder tone. And I don't know, Philip's run the skidder enough to where he should have enough experience to where that shouldn't happen. You know, it's one thing if you have something happen that's completely out of your control, you know, an engine blow up, or, you know, a transmission or rear end, or you know, hose bust, something like that. But you can't control those. But when you have an expense that happens of that magnitude, that you can control, oof, that hurt, boy. That's tough on you, because that's something where logging, where profit margin is slim to none now, and a lick like that, boy, can really whack you, even if you are moving 100 loads a day, man. I mean, it would be no different than, you know, you paying for your house, and all of a sudden you miss 3 house payments on it. You know what I mean? It's kind of that devastating like that. And I know there's probably people sitting there, man, thinking, well, y'all make all kinds of money. You know, it ain't like that. It ain't like what he's saying it is. Trust me, it is. So it's looking like the bottom could fall out here in any minute now. And we'll get back at it Monday. Everybody who made orders off Cotton Top 3 website, those will ship out tomorrow, which will be Monday. Everybody made them last week while Jill and I were gone to Moultrie to the Sunbelt Ag Expo. All of them will go out tomorrow, so I appreciate your patience on that, because we wasn't here to where we could ship anything. The chainsaw class coming up in 2 weeks on November the 2nd. There's still some spots left on it. If you wanna do it, come on. I'm gonna reach out today to the people who's already paid for their spots. I'm gonna be sending emails out later on this afternoon about that, with the location and all that good stuff like that. And so it's gonna be a good time. This is gonna be something that's completely new for me, as far as like doing it in a control situation and stuff like that. So we're just gonna kind of feel our way through it. We're gonna have fun while we're doing it. We're gonna learn a lot about chainsaws. I mean, some of you that's coming may know a good bit about them already. I don't know, but we're just gonna kind of walk our way through it. We're gonna learn together is what we're gonna do. I'm no expert by any means at anything. I have run a chainsaw a lot in my life, and I just want to share some of my knowledge back with, you know, with the people. And this is kind of a best case scenario for me. There's been people say, I'll just wait on a video to come out. There's not going to be a video posted of this saw class on YouTube. Why would I charge people 300 bucks to come to it and then turn around and put a free video out on YouTube for it? There will be a video for download on my website later on down the road after that. If the class goes well, I'm going to offer it again probably February during the cooler months. February, and then probably again in April before it gets hot, and then we'll pick back up in the fall. Maybe I'm just going to kind of dabble in it and see how it goes. But irregardless, if this is a one and done thing, if this is the first time and the last time that I do it on November the 2nd, by golly, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna be right here at my place, my shop, and we're gonna have some fun. And I can promise you that. So oh man, I'm gonna go in here and finish putting this video together right quick. I hope all y'all have a wonderful Sunday today, and so we'll catch y'all later. Everything clickable is right down below. Y'all check everything out down there, and we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.